I wish I could say I'm making a video about things that are good and things that are happy, but I'm actually making this video for a very specific reason. Um, I know I've made many comments that I don't want my channel to become political, but something's happened in the last week where I do feel really a need to put this out there to you guys in the YouTube community, and I think that we all need to figure out what we can do. Friday, I was checking the news, and I found out that the House of Representatives federally voted down the, a bill that would continue to support Planned Parenthood. Basically, what the Republicans did is introduce a bill into the House that was going to cut federal funding for any programs that participate in abortion. I do think it is very important to tell you that the federal funds were not ever going to be used for abortion. The federal funds were banned for being used for abortion. However, they did seriously subsidize and fund Planned Parenthood and several other programs for things such as birth control, STD testing, women's health services, gynecological exams, counseling, family planning services, help with children, pregnant women's services, all sorts of things. And there's about conservatively 5 million people that Planned Parenthood serve. And basically, we're taking away their health care and putting them on the Obamacare market if they even meet that criteria. So I'm wildly and largely concerned about this. I feel like there has actually been a big attack on women's rights, and especially this right for abortion. I don't have a stance on abortion because personally it's not something that I've ever had to wrestle with. And I understand it's a large issue, and I am completely pro-choice. It is in my gut that it is the woman's right to choose. I'm not for abortion, but I am for abortion in the case where the child's birth is going to kill the mother, or the child's got really, bad brain damage or other things from the mother's problems, so the child will have a really bad life. There's so many reasons for it, so many reasons against it. It's not up to me to say, but sometimes people can't afford or can't give the care the child needs, and I don't think that child should be brought into this world when the parent knows full well that they can't afford them that care, and we don't exactly have a million other people that want to provide that care. The Republicans are trying to cut social aid programs. They've been cutting HEAT funding for low-income families. They're really mad about people on welfare and food stamps and all these things. And if we cut all these programs along with abortion, you are going to see a huge rise in the impoverished communities. You're going to see a huge rise in birth rates, probably baby death rates. You're probably going to see a huge rise in all sorts of conditions and stuff that might be prevented. There's also another couple bills that are more local that deal with redefining rape, good rape and bad rape, and basically saying that the only rape that you're going to be allowed abortions for is rape where you've really fought back and really can prove that you've resisted. Date rape doesn't count. If you didn't resist enough, it doesn't count. There's a whole multitude of things that they're trying to get removed from the definition of rape. Some for the coverage of abortion, but it really concerns me. This is a serious attack on women's health and women's rights, and I'm not usually such a pro-woman or such a feminist, but this is something that impacts men and women alike. I know plenty of men who've had their lives forever altered, and Planned Parenthood is where they turn. Where I currently am in New Mexico, there really isn't a Planned Parenthood. But if there is one near you, um, please let me know. There's got to be something that we can do. Um, I'm down for whatever, and I think that we need to come together as a community, especially in the LGBT community. Um, for STDs, and for birth control, and for all sorts of other things. I know that Planned Parenthood has really been a good resource for women and men of all whatever persuasions, and to get rid of such a dynamic program, or to make the program choose between federal funding and abortions, that's not right either. I was reading a statistic. I want to say 10 to 20% of the abortions that are performed nationwide are performed by Planned Parenthood. I'm also going to include a link to the Democracy Now! Program on this attack on women's rights. I think it's very important. Um, please, please, if you're interested in doing something and standing up, if you're female, if you're not female, if you know a female, stand up for them and tell. We need to tell Congress that it is not okay to kill funding for Planned Parenthood, and that it is not okay to take the right to choose away from somebody without judicially overturning it. We have this thing called Roe versus Wade that guarantees a woman the right of choice, and we can't destroy that through legislation. And I hope that we can all do our part to make sure that they don't, kill Planned Parenthood, and they don't kill these programs that are so important to the youth, to women, to men, to people in general. We really need this stuff. So please, I hope you guys are with me, and let's see what we can do about it. Peace.